bright sun with haze on Friday. Good Thursday night, East Tennessee. David Aldridge, Captain Accurate here from the Captain Accurate Weather Command Center. Well, you can see from the Ultimate Doppler Radar, we are dry all across the board. The Ultimate Doppler Radar presented by Madlock Tire Service and Auto Repair, East Tennessee's #1 tire shop and auto repair since 1953. They've been doing this now for 70 years. You know they're doing something right. They've got 5 convenient locations. You can also check them out at madlocktireservice.com and make your appointment today. By the way, the Ultimate Doppler Radar showing some damage reports around the upper plain states along the East Coast, but things look pretty quiet here. More lightning strikes and rain across parts of Missouri, but another quiet night here in East Tennessee. The drought monitor, the drought monitor came out this morning at 8:30, as it does every Thursday. We're now over 3.5 inches in the deficit. We're like 3.5 inches below where we should be, might be, could be. In Knoxville, that made us turn brown. The light shade of brown represents moderate drought. So if we zoom in a little bit tighter, that would include La Follette, Maynardville under a moderate drought. Clinton, you've been declared as a moderate drought, as has Farragut, Kodak, Jefferson City, and so on. Now, if you're in the yellow, that's abnormally dry. That's Lenore City, Loudoun, Philadelphia, Jamestown, Crossville, and Sneedville. You still need some rain, but it may not be as bad for you as it is in the brown areas. Does that make sense? And if you follow the legend, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 levels. This is level 2 and level 1. Level 1 would be abnormally dry in yellow. Level 2, moderate drought. And it's really getting better because it was really red in Tampa a couple of weeks ago. And then there's some lessening of the red across parts of Oklahoma. Still pretty dry in places like Kansas and parts of Nebraska. So that's the drought monitor. That's a big story. The bigger story around the country probably is the smoke. And the smoke does change the sunrises and sunsets in many ways, which I'm going to explore here. But as you can see over the next 12 hours, this takes us through Friday morning. The bulk of the yellow, which is the more moderate smoke, is centered around Washington, D.C., and Maryland, and Delaware, and parts of Pennsylvania, even parts of Ohio and Lake Erie. So the plumes of smoke will continue to be a problem there. It's faintly here. It's not gone, so it's going to create more haze for the sunset tonight, which is at 8:51 p.m., and for the sunrise tomorrow, which is around 6:19 in the morning. You may see a little bit of haze in those sunrises and sunsets. So what are we talking about here? We're talking about the dust particles, but dust molecules, the smoke. The smoke and dust. It creates these pollution particles that are actually larger than the regular air molecules. You like this? You like my graphic? Dust and smoke, it absorbs more light. You didn't know that? It does not scatter. So the dust and smoke, it dims the sky color. Well, give me another example, Aldrich. Okay, I could do that. Let's compare no smoke to smoky. I don't mean like the bear or the mountains. I'm just saying like smoke in the air. No smoke or haze on the left assumes a mostly clear sky, which we would have tomorrow. But you throw in the smoke particles, a layer of haze, and it looks like this versus this. You get a dark red orange sun, muted sky colors, and sunset brightness that's subdued. This looks more like New York City, perhaps, in the last couple of days. Maybe a little bit better here in Tennessee. But it's all contingent on where those plumes of wildfire smokes come down from Canada. We've been the recipient of it across much of the country, and it's not been pleasant. Our high temperature today hit 79 degrees. That was expected. 84, the normal high, so we were 5 degrees below the mark. But I did note this morning, and I'll note it again, 100-degree record high from 1933. That's during the Dust Bowl era. This is the earliest time in the calendar Knoxville has ever hit 100 degrees. June the 8th, that's today. Can you imagine hitting 100 degrees on the 8th of June? That's never happened before. Oh, yes, it has. 1933. 1933. Now, the hottest we've ever had was the last day of June, first day of July, 2012. Both days, double whammy, 105. And I was here for that. And I was forecasting that. Well, most were too scared to say 10, maybe 102, maybe 103. I said 105. Ding, 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 ding. 105. Still the highest temperatures we've had in the long-standing record that the National Weather Service has on Knoxville. Sun sets now, I should say 8:51, but we had a 20-mile-an-hour gust today. That's it. 79 was the high in Oak Ridge. 79 Maryville, 73 in Newport, and 75 in Wartburg. Our high temperatures, obviously cooler than average. Some like it, some don't. I've had somebody say, I wish we had more 90s. Well, we didn't even have 90 in Memphis. It was only 84 there and 85 in Jackson earlier today. Here's the clouds and the rain over the last 6 hours. A couple of extra clouds dropping down into Jackson, Memphis. A couple of showers leaving, it looks like trying to leave Missouri and working its way into West Tennessee. Tracking the clouds here, not a lot to see. a little bit of haze, throw in some smoke. What about fog in the morning? You'd like to know what it looks like tomorrow morning. Let me show you what the models are suggesting. Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. We had some this morning, and it was more prevalent in the areas near Jellicoe. So along the Tennessee-Kentucky line, we had much more. And there's a hint of some visibility reduction tomorrow morning, 7:30, but I don't think it's what most people will experience. I think we'll experience more haze and clear skies as best we can during the course of tomorrow morning. So here are the headlines. Early fog and hazy sun today, check. Bright sun and haze on Friday, and plenty of sun on Saturday. I don't see anything changing there. Storm Prediction Center still highlighting these dark green areas. Maybe you can throw in a yellow. Yellow between Colorado and Kansas for scattered severe storms, but look how dry it is across Tennessee. And maybe a few areas in light green to represent some thunderstorm activity. More isolated strong storms across parts of Florida and South Georgia. But it gets nastier on Saturday. Possibility of tornadoes between Dallas and Little Rock. So if you're traveling there, there will be some severe weather north of Houston, but not a whole lot here as it gets drier air across much of our region. So here's the future cast. As we go through tonight, pretty quiet, mostly clear, some haze and cool. We're in the lower 50s. Dare I say, some of us will be in the upper 40s tomorrow morning. Thinking Jonesville, and maybe mid to upper 40s in Middlesboro. But hang with me as we've got futurecast showing some rain near Memphis for Friday. High pressure drops down from Illinois, keeps it virtually clear. And again, if we didn't have the smoke, it'd be a gold and blue sky day. And it won't be that way as long as the smoke's in the air. But high pressure moves towards Charlotte Saturday afternoon. And then Sunday, this warm front is going to surprise some folks as it comes in late morning now. And into the afternoon, we get some pop-up showers. I have us down for a 60% chance of rain on Sunday. I think it's going to fill in much more than what you see here. And it's just the beginning because we have more rain opportunities on Monday and really Sunday night, Monday. Valley Planner down to 64 is the normal low. We're down to about 52. So 12 degrees below normal. 64 is the normal low for the 9th of June. And that's tomorrow. The normal low today is 63. So we're actually getting warmer on average each progressive day through June, it would appear, because the normal high will be in the upper 80s by the end of this month. So we're mostly clear, hazy and cool, maybe a smidge of fog as we highlighted, but 52 is kind of cool. When you look at Oneida, 48? Does that say 44 Middlesboro? It sure does. It's not autumn, is it? No, but it's going to feel like it. It's going to feel like autumn, folks. If you're in Bell County, if you're in Tazewell, Claiborne County, and you're in the mid-40s, you go, where's my jacket? It's cold. It's chilly. It's only 50. Crossville, you might need to be reminded that it's actually mid-June. Friday, Knoxville, 82, bright sunshine, some haze, winds out of the northeast, 5 to 10 miles per hour. I expect we'll get to 82 in Kingston, 80 degrees Newport and Dandridge, about 80 degrees in Talbot, Morristown, Jefferson City, and about 80 in Russellville and White Pine, only 78, though, for Middlesboro. Here's your weekend forecast from Captain Accurate Weather Authority Forecast, 87. Made some modifications by a degree or two because of the onset of the rain. Sunday's not as warm as I thought. Initially thought upper 80s, but now that we got more rain coming in, probably about 83. And then we'll put a stoppage on the warmth. Only 78, though. I was 77, but 78 for Monday. 60% chance we go from storms to sun. Could finish the day with more sunshine. As this gets in sooner, might get out sooner. Then Tuesday, I think, is dry, 81. And then we have some pop-up storms on Wednesday and Thursday in the low to mid-80s. No 90s here. I know that the closest thing would be Saturday at 87, but overnight lows, pretty chilly relative to the season tonight for sure. By the way, keep track of it all using the Captain Accurate Weather app with Pete Michaels Traffic. It's free. It also works great on your iPad. But just search the two words, Captain Accurate, the App Store and Google Play. It is wonderful because if you're not really savvy with apps, I made and produced, and edited 7 short app tutorials. Who does? Who puts tutorials on an app? I do. Because you wouldn't believe some of the things it can do. And you can do a lot of things you might not even have imagined. Have you ever asked Alexa, hey Alexa, play my favorite song? Sure, she does that. Hey Alexa, brush my teeth. She probably doesn't know what to say. That's kind of like my app. My app can't brush your teeth, but it could do a lot of things like give you earthquakes, give you tropical weather around the globe. It gives you every National Weather Service alert known to man, plus 3 extra alerts from Barron, plus lightning. I mean, there's so many good things. Download it today. Share it with your family and friends. My name is David Aldridge. Some people call me Captain Accurate. It's not easy being accurate, so weather doesn't surprise you. We'll see you here next time. Take care.